Recently, we've been hearing about all of the back and forth with the US and Iran and the military buildup that's going on and them sending non essential personnel home from that area. And so we're seeing a lot of movement and activity going on out in the Middle East and a lot of friction between the United States and Iran in the last recent weeks. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Mike Pence just told the graduates of West Point that they should expect to see combat. This was about a day ago. So, this is the Daily Beast, and Mike Pence is just so weird to me, y'all. I don't know why, but he really is. He's creepy to me. Vice President Mike Pence told the graduating class of West Point Military Academy on Saturday that they should expect to see combat during their careers. It is a virtual certainty that you will fight on a battlefield for America at some point in your life. Really? How does he know this? Do they got plans? They must have some plans on the books, y'all. Pence said during his first commencement address at the academy, "You will lead soldiers into combat. It will happen. Some of you may be called upon to serve in this hemisphere." Okay. The statement comes a day after the Trump administration announced plans to send another 1,500 troops to the Middle East amid rising tensions with Iran. Pence told the more than 980 graduate cadets that some of them would join the fight against radical Islamic terrorists in Afghanistan and Iraq, which will be aided by the president's proposed $750 billion defense budget for 2020. The United States is once again embracing our role as the leader of the free world, Pence said. Really? Now that's interesting, y'all. So he made this speech to say they can expect this. They can expect going into battle. All right, so this is the story that originally came out on CBS News. And Pence spoke as the U.S. planned to send another 1,500 troops to the Middle East to counter what the Trump administration describes as threats from Iran as the longest war in U.S. history churns into Afghanistan, and as Washington considers its option amid political upheaval in Venezuela. The administration is also depending more heavily on the military to deter migrants from crossing the US-Mexico border. The class was the most diverse, and in fact, they said there were 34 Black women that graduated, which they said was the biggest amount and overall females, but the largest amount of African American women graduating at one time. So the 2019 cadets included 34 Black women, 223 women, both all-time highs since the first female cadets graduated in 1980. I used to go up there a lot. I knew a few people that I attended school with that went there. And, I was up there a few times visiting them, and they came to visit me when I was in college. And it was a nice area up there in upstate New York, and when you go up there, it is almost like it's not part of New York. It's so different from, your Manhattan. It's almost like you're on a different planet. It's so different. The academy graduated its 5,000th woman Saturday. The 110 African Americans who graduated were double the number from 2013. Pence said the graduates also included the Academy's 1,000th Jewish cadet. Pence did not serve in the military, but noted that his late father served with the Army in the Korean War. As I stated before you today here at West Point, I can't help but think that First Lieutenant Edward J. Pence, looking down from glory, oh, come on, is finally impressed with his third son, Pence said. So thank you for the honor. Okay. The ceremony was Pence's second visit to West Point and his first as commencement speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, some of the Confederate generals went to West Point and they were horrible generals. They were terrible. Go look at the Confederate generals. They were horrible. Oh my good. When you start reading the history of that, they were terrible generals. They seriously were. I don't know. I have a lot of misgivings about this. It's something to be said when a six-time draft dodger and a vice president that never served are the ones that are going to send you to war. I don't know. Maybe it's me, but I have a problem with that. But you can tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. It's a shame. We come this long way and we're in the generation of lie IQs and all, and this is the way things have to be resolved in bloodshed and war. Doesn't sound like you've evolved very much. If you ask me, you sound like you're still in the dark ages when it comes down to resolving things. But then again, ladies and gentlemen, look at how many divisions and things going on, and there's no war. we are so divided. It's not even funny. The division in America is the norm. So if you can't even come together with your people in your country, you ain't gonna get along with the rest of the world either, as you can see. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.